think we'll ever forget it. When you see little kids, I felt peace for Talia.
After first convicting Naeem Williams of murder, jury members show lots of emotion after deciding not to sentence him to death. Good evening, I'm Laurie Amata in for Paula Alcana. Well, the former Schofield Barracks soldier was sentenced today to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Williams' death penalty trial was the first in Hawaii statehood since statehood. KITV4's Ann Sterling was in the courtroom throughout the case. She has reaction from the U.S. Attorney, the defense, and the deadlocked jury in tonight's top story.
An emotional end to a long and emotional trial. Moments after the jury handed down the sentence, life without the possibility of parole, some stood outside the federal court building and let their emotions out.
I felt peace for Talia.
The 12 jurors deliberated for nearly 7 full days before telling the judge they could not agree on a verdict. They were deadlocked, which means Naeem Williams will be sentenced to spend the rest of his life in prison.
The jury has already spoken. We're satisfied with the verdict. We respect that verdict. I think, as you know, it is a split verdict. It was a very long trial.
The jury started hearing this case back in March. The 5 women and 7 men found Williams guilty of killing his daughter and ultimately decided he should spend the rest of his life in prison for the crime. But one juror says the split was 8-4. 8 wanted death, but 4 were against it.
I think now Talia can rest in peace. It's been a long process. It's been many years, and justice has been served.
Naeem Williams looked directly at the judge when the verdict was read, but showed no emotion. Seconds later, he sat down, even though the judge was still talking.
I'm sure he was relieved. I think I was actually more relieved than he was at the time. But as I was telling you, it's been a long, this verdict has been a long time coming. We were concerned the whole time, and obviously if you have a person's life in your hands, it's a matter of concern. It's a tragic case, and there are likely that there were some jurors who were obviously very moved by the fact that there was a child victim in the case and about the tragedy of Talia's death.
Talia's stepmother, Delilah Williams, took a plea deal in the case. She faces 20 years when she is sentenced in July. Naeem Williams will be sentenced in October. Ann Sterling, KITV4 News.